Chevrolet postgame. Here now, Mike Tirico.
Wouldn't say it was a classic, but it was memorable. Buffalo scores all 14 of their points in the fourth quarter. The Giants go yet another game without an offensive touchdown. 14-9, the Buffalo Bills move to 4-2. The Giants fall to 1-5, and the Buffalo combination get the wings, the game ball, and the interview with Melissa. Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs are the players of the game, and here is Josh with Melissa.
Josh just said, we hate those, but we love them. How would you describe this game?
I mean, it's an ugly win, but it counts the same as a pretty win. Our defense, man, they bailed us out. Coach put the ball in my hands there on that third down. I missed Dawson. We got to have those. Offensively, we got to be better. So we'll take the win. We hate that it came down to that last play, but we'll take the win.
What was going through your mind? We saw you on camera look exasperated, and I know everyone in here was on the edge of their seat watching that final Giants drive.
Yeah, a little banged up, just trying to get to the end of the game, trying to win a football game, no matter how we did it. You know, going into halftime with 0 points, our defense making that stop before half and let the time run out. That was as huge as a play as you're going to get. So, man, our defense helped us out today, and you know, we gotta look forward to this week, work hard, and help our defense out going next forward.
And Coach said at halftime you guys just needed offensively to find your rhythm. You told us this week you weren't going to make those risky throws anymore. Walk us through the go-ahead touchdown.
Yeah, read 1 and 2 weren't there. Felt a little pressure. Q Morris made a heck of a play, a heck of adjustment. Found a way to get in. Let's go home.
All right, time to go home.
Thank
Congratulations.
You,
You kind of understand when you have all those yards and you used to having easy throws and easy offense. It was a struggle for Josh Allen and the Bills, but grimy, gritty wins sometimes are what you need in the season.
Well, and he was hurting. I don't know what you're going to say, but he was hurting out there. You could tell he'd made a little reference to it, right? And then it comes down to the last play of the game, and you get a hold that's not called, and there you go.
Let's go back and look at that play one more time. It's Darren Waller and Taron Johnson, the Bills' outstanding slot corner. I'm trying to use the size advantage of Waller at 6'6". Johnson's 5'11", and you see the pull with the right hand. So Terry McCauley will bring you in, and Chris said it earlier in the game. When you get cloth in the grab there, you'll almost always see a holding call. Just walk me through from an official's perspective this play.
Yeah, Mike, it certainly wouldn't be holding. The ball's in flight. And had the ball not been in flight, that jersey pull is an automatic foul. We understand that. Once the ball's in flight, now it changes what that pull means. It has to significantly hinder the receiver. And one can argue it did.
Right.
I mean, that certainly, you know, one can argue it maybe didn't. But again, that's the level you're looking for a foul. Does that jersey grab significantly hinder the receiver's ability to make the play?
Yeah, you bring up a great point because the rules change, the definitions change, as you so correctly said,
All right,
as the ball's in the air.
Let me give you this from Waller's perspective.
Yeah.
The hold starts right here. You're going to see the grab, the jersey tug starts about 2 yards into the end zone. And now as he tries to put up the second hand to go make the catch, the continued hold is basically keeping that left hand from going up in the air. Now, I know that's a subtle thing that is very difficult, but there's no question in my mind that that impacted his ability to try to make that catch.
And that's perfectly reasonable, Chris. You know, in your opinion, that does significantly hinder a receiver. I think it does as well as we look at it over. He can't get that hand up. So it does become a foul for defensive pass interference at that point. The official obviously in real time didn't believe it significantly hindered him and didn't make the call.
It comes to inches and calls and judgment, and that is the difference in the game. Terry, thanks for your expertise. It was great having the guy who's been on the field for 3 Super Bowls and so many big games to add the officials' perspective on what we see as the Giants leave Western New York with the loss. There's so much to stream this month with Peacock's Halloween Horror. Watch terrifying picks like a new season of Chucky, Jordan Peele's Get Out, the new movie Five Nights at Freddy's, in theaters and streaming on Peacock October 27th. Your post-game commentary, this one continues on Peacock with Sunday Night Football Final. And here on NBC, Chris and I come back to take a look at next Sunday night's mega matchup of the Dolphins and the Eagles in South Philadelphia.
Welcome back to the Chevrolet postgame.
The best games pretty much always have the best backstories. Rewind 6 years. These guys were teammates in Bama.
Tua comes in for Jalen Hurts.
Battling for the same job.
Now Hurts comes in for Tua.
All these years later,
Touchdown, Jalen Hurts!
they don't have to look over their shoulder anymore to see each other. They're face to face for the first time ever. Not a bad setup to the kind of game Sunday night was made for. Tua, Jalen, next Sunday.
Remember when Alabama just turned out defensive players? Now they turned out some terrific quarterbacks of the Nick Saban era, and we're going to see two of them. Both teams 5-1 as the Eagles lose to the Jets, but the Dolphins offense keeps rolling. What a matchup Sunday night.
I can't wait. And this Dolphins team now on pace to set a record for most points scored in the National Football League. And yet you know what Philadelphia brings and what that stadium is going to be like. I mean, when you get great matchups, we've seen it over the years with the Cowboys and the Eagles. It's just explosive in there. I can't wait to get there.
And that Miami offense has a sizzle about it. Tyreek grabbing his cell phone, doing a flip, filming himself. There's just fun and energy every time the Dolphins drop back and excitement with Philadelphia. So that is our matchup. Two of the 5-1s along with Kansas City, San Francisco, and the Detroit Lions, the 5-1 teams. Niagara Falls, a short drive away, so we can head there as we wrap up our night here tonight. Our final score from Western New York, Buffalo 14, the Giants 9. Coming up next, except on the West Coast, it is your local news. Drew Esikoff, Rob Hyland, our great Sunday night team. Thank you, one and all. With Terry McCauley, Melissa Stark, and Chris Collinsworth, Mike Tirico. Good night from Orchard Park. The Bills beat the Giants 14-9.
NBC Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.